Aloha, my name is Tiare Lawrence. We are Na'ohana Olele, a coalition of community members in Lahaina. Today, we call on Governor Josh Green to meet 3 demands for the recovery of the Lahaina community. The demands are: 1, give our community time to grieve. The fire occurred only 10 days ago and many people are still in shock and mourning. The governor should not rush to rebuild the community without first giving people time to heal, especially without including the community itself in the planning. 2, put the community first in any planning process for rebuilding Lahaina. The governor should work with the community to develop a plan that meets the needs of the people. Fast-track development cannot come at the cost of community control. Number 3, we ask the governor to amend the emergency proclamation to ensure that Chapter 92 Sunshine Law remains in full force. This law guarantees the public's right to know about government decision-making and the discussions and information used in that process. The governor should ensure that all decisions about the rebuilding of Lahaina are made in the open and with full participation of our Lahaina community. We need time to gather all of us together to engage in the important conversations that will be needed. And as Uncle Keamoku reminds us, we are a diverse Lahaina community. Our strength is in our ability to come together, to stand together, to work together, strong and resilient. But we need time to heal and to come together. We also need to be involved in the planning process for rebuilding our community. We ask that the governor meet our demands and work with us to create a better future for Lahaina. Come talk to us. Na'ohana Olele is a coalition of community members who have been taking action on many fronts to care for their beloved ohana, friends, and community. The coalition includes residents who have support of a wide array of individuals, organizations, and institutions. The fire that destroyed much of Lahaina on August 8th was a devastating tragedy. The community is still reeling from the loss, and many people are still displaced from their homes. The governor's plan to rebuild the community must be based on the needs of the people, not the interests of developers. Na'ohana Olele calls on the governor to meet its 3 demands and to work with the community in the rebuild of Lahaina. The future of the community depends on it. Mahalo.
Aloha kako. My name is Keamoku. I live above Lahaina town, so I see life differently as people see life looking from the bottom up to where we live. We stand together in unity as a coalition to serve the needs of our greater community, not just our Kanaka community, but everyone, a community within this town. We are hoping that with this coalition, that we can combine the ideas from everyone within this community on the process on how we need to go forward in a healing way, to be assured that whatever happens from this point, that we be a part of that discussion and a part of that sitting at that table. We are hoping that the governor really seeks that mana'o that we really need, so we can rebuild. We are facing with a lot of families, the loss. We're still grieving. We need that time to find closure before we look at where do we go from here. We feel that the government is steamrolling this process without consulting from the leaders of our community. We are hoping that we look at ways of coming together from a bottom to top management system on how we all should be inclusive. The fear for a lot of our community now is what's going to happen. And we're hoping from that the many different people, and we're not just talking about the Kanaka Maoli race, we're talking about everyone that lived in this town. Everyone, that we are inclusive, to come with the idea that will be beneficial for not just us today, but the future generations tomorrow. It's really important for us to look at Lahaina as a legacy and a reminder of positive change. We are still grieving, our community are still grieving. And we need that time to find closure before we go forward, and not just streamlined in the process of governmental rule. Give us time to heal, give us time to close, to find closure, and be open and allow us to sit at that table so we can be a part of the solution and not the problem. Thank you.
Ika hanala